Welcome to one of our FERMA Platinum Partner interviews. I'm joined by Bill Peck, who is Chief Commercial Officer of AON's, and I'm going to let him tell you all of the areas that he's in because I can't remember them. Bill?
Europe, Middle East and Africa. Thanks.
Europe, Middle East and Africa. So just going to ask some general questions about FERMA and the forum first
Absolutely.
off. So I'm guessing AON are a regular at the forum?
We're a regular at this forum and the other big risk management forums. It's very important for us, yes.
Yeah, and what are you particularly looking forward to over the next 3 days?
I think some of what we're looking forward to is really the purpose that FERMA have set out. We see this as a great opportunity to hear what clients think, to hear how their needs are changing, how some of their challenges, and to listen to that in a cross-fertilised way, and to share with them some of the things that we think are driving different needs and different solutions out there in the marketplace.
Yeah. So thinking about some of the more direct challenges you guys at AON have got and what you see in the market, where do you see that centering?
I think some of the direct challenges are probably the challenges that certainly the type of clients and future clients we have here face, and that is trying to manage risk in a global world. We talk about global management, we talk about global risk management, but in reality it's a relatively new capability we're trying to develop. I think the good news is we have a great network, a great range of expertise around the world to assist clients, but trying to sort of join it up is a challenge, same way as I know our clients are trying to join up their operations and management and data.
Okay, so looking perhaps a little further ahead into 2014, are there any particular products, services that you think coming in and with some of the geographical locations that very particularly that you're looking after?
I think we see, and you will have noticed I have Africa as part of the estate, I suppose, and Africa is, I think, probably the latest country of great opportunity. There's a massive development in Africa, particularly of natural resources, of energy, which is requiring companies to invest, requiring companies to take risk. So we have got a real focus on the emerging markets at this event. So the traditional more BRIC type, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and also Africa. And we've got a couple of guys up from our various sub-Sahara offices here, because reality is when you talk to people in Africa, they said you don't have any idea what it's like unless you come down and listen to the people on the ground.
I mean, it feels like we all live in a riskier world now. I mean, do you feel that's a perception or a fact? What are the changes in risk that you see coming out?
I think if you're a European central banker, you'd probably be feeling slightly more relaxed this year than you probably were last year or 2 years ago. But I think we do live in a riskier world, although there's particular types of risk. I think the globalization of companies is making the world a bigger place, and therefore their risks are a more worldly, bigger set of risks. I think, I look at what a lot of companies have done over the last few years with the cost focus is they've tried to make their supply chain more efficient. They've tried to take the cost out of it. They've tried to outsource to places around the world. And while they have undoubtedly, I think, improved the efficiency, improved the cost, they've aggregated the risk. So supply chain risk, I think, is one of the key themes in a riskier world, as we, again, become more global as well.
So Bill, as a kind of final wrap up, the various sessions here over the next 3 days are going to be around inspiring, educating and influencing. I mean, picking on any or all of those, you think there's some particular challenges for the market?
I think there's a challenge which in fact I see one of the risk managers and the risk management panel have pulled out as a preliminary question for the brokers insurers panel, and that is what the world calls big data. Yeah. We live in a very data-rich world. I think it's a challenge from the education point of view. I think that I don't see enough young people coming through into our industry at all levels with the right kind of skills to manage and understand and interpret, manipulate the amount of data they get. I think it's a challenge for us in the risk management space to try and collect the right data rather than too much data.
Yeah,
So it's a quality versus quantity challenge.
Take the white noise out of the equation.
And I think it's also a challenge around innovation, because we've got to learn how to use data to work with our partners, the carriers and insurers, to develop or to innovate products. Particularly around, for example, non-damage business interruption, where if you talk to an FD or a CFO, business interruption means something fundamentally different than when you talk to an insurer. So how we move that forward, I think big data is very important, but we've got a long way to go.